Yes, good morning, all. Um, it's actually good afternoon. Uh, I think on Monday, I missed my lab. It was due to the internet issue. Um, in the college, we are having a workshop going on, online workshop going on. That day it was inauguration function. For the faculty, it was compulsory, and for that reason, I had cancelled the lab due to internet issue. Okay, I was unable to connect to the internet on that day. So let's just cover it up as and when the time permits. Fine. Uh, Today we will be continuing with the other operations of linked list. Probably before I start with this, I would like to mention again, we will have hackathon this uh, on the last week of this month. Okay, so we are having we are getting the problem statement from outside the college. Okay, you just take it as a kind of challenge. For the first time you will be going through such kind of events, and I have created a Google sheet already. Probably you have decided the way in which you are framing your groups. Okay, if not, please let me know. I will only frame the group. Okay, and maximum you can have four people in the group, minimum of two people. Okay, 2 to 4 is the strength of the batch. So today, immediately after this class or in the afternoon, I'll be sharing the link in your Google Classroom for registering for the hackathon, registration of the group members in that Google Sheet. Okay, you are supposed to enter your USN, name, and mobile number and email ID. Okay, one more thing before you start editing that, there is no need of editing the group ID. Group ID I'll be providing from my side. Are you okay with this? So that I can proceed ahead. You can chat or you can tell yes. Are you all okay with this? Okay. So please let me know, guys, from your end before I start, whether you are forming your groups or should I make the group? We will form. Okay. So minimum 2, maximum 4. If anybody is left out, let me know. I'll add you to some group. Fine. So let's proceed ahead with the program. I think today I'll be taking two examples, and I'll be giving 2 assignments to you. Every day now onwards, every day there will be one assignment. Probably you have tried doing the previous assignments on your own. Okay, from today onwards you will have every day one or the other assignment. Okay, let's just proceed ahead. So I hope the screen is visible to you guys. Let me just know from your side. Screen is visible? Yes. Now previously we had seen the operations like insert rare, insert front, delete front, and display. Now what I have done, in the main I have added 2 more operations, one called insert at position and other called delete from the position. It means what? From a given position you are trying to delete an element, or at a given position you are trying to add a new element. Okay, so let me take up these 2 operations today, and I'll be giving you 2 operations as assignment to you, which you have to try on your own. Okay, so let's just go to case 6. I'll just go to case 6. It means what? You are providing, the user will tell that whatever element I am trying to insert, that needs to be inserted at this position only. And in the linked list, always the position begins from 1, unlike the arrays. Arrays begin at 0, but linked list begins at 1. Okay. So if suppose there are elements 10 and 20, and if the user tells that element that I am supplying next has to be inserted at position 4. Let me repeat. If the linked list has 10 and 20 as the elements and the user tells that you have to insert the new element that I'm giving to you later at position 4, will you be able to insert that element at position 4? Okay, Praveen has commented and Ashita has commented it is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because third position is empty. Being or having an element position empty, you are trying to insert somewhere else. It becomes so tedious to have the linking done. So before you proceed ahead with inserting of the element, you have to check whether the position that is given by the user, is it valid or not valid. Okay. Suppose I tell, okay, insert the new element at position -1. Can you insert a element at position -1? Position cannot be negative, cannot be 0. Okay, those all things have to be clarified before you proceed ahead in the insert operation. Okay, so at case 6, what I have done, I have tried asking from the user what is the position at which you want to insert the new element. So I have read it at as POS. Okay, so before I call upon the function insert at position, I will check whether the position given is valid or not. So what may be the condition for checking the position? Who has count of elements? Just have a look at it. In the program already we have done this. Count has the number of elements that are available. Number of elements is equal to count. And count tells what is the last element's position. Okay, so what may be the condition for checking validity of the position? Yes, you can comment on this. What may be the condition for checking the position entered is valid or not? Okay, one comment I have received, position entered must be less than equal to count. Will that be okay always, Praveen? Let's suppose I'll give you an instance. Okay, I have elements 10 and 20. I have elements 10 and 20 and I'm trying to insert the element 30 at position 3. Will it be okay, possible or not? What is the position that I'm giving? I'm giving the position as 3. I'm giving the position as 3. Can I insert the element 30 at position 3? I have right now 2 elements. Yes, you can insert. Okay, let me just go to this. Okay, let's suppose I have something like this. I have elements like this. Okay, first is pointing to 10 and I have 10 and 20 as a right now elements. Now 30 comes in and what is the position that I have given? Position given is 3. Okay, I have given the position as 3. So what is that I need to do? Position is equal to 3. Is it valid or not? It is valid. It is valid. So until if the position is less than equal to count plus 1, it is allowed. Let me repeat again. Position is 3. What is the total number of elements? Count of elements is 2. So if position given is less than anything less than equal to count plus 1. What is count plus 1? Count is right now 2. Plus 1 is 3. Until position given by the user or if the position given by the user is less than equal to count plus 1, it is allowed. Position should not be less than equal to 0. Okay, so now position is 3. 3 less than equal to 2 plus 1. 3 less than equal to 3. It is true. So it is allowed to insert. And let's assume I want to insert 30 at position 3. It is allowed. So what I will do, I will call the function insert at position. And insert at position must work like this. If the position given is count plus 1, I have to call insert rare. I'll repeat again. If the position given is count plus 1, count of elements plus 1, then what should I call? Insert rare function. I will not repeat the task that I have done. I have the function already for insert rare underscore SLL. So what I will do, if position given is equal to count plus 1, I will simply call insert rare. Else, if the position given is 1, what should I call? Can anybody quickly comment? If position is given as 1, what should I call? Insert front. You have to call the function insert front. Okay. Then the third comes if it is in between. If it is in between. Are you getting this point? Now this example talks about inserting at the rear end. Inserting at the rear end. So inserting at the rear end works very simple. This null has to be removed and the link has to be established from here to here and then return the first. Okay, so let me just show that. I'm just doing this thing, nothing else other than that. Any doubt at this point? Guys, any doubt at this point? So what is the base condition? If position is less than equal to 0 or position less than equal to count plus 1, sorry, if position is greater than count plus 1, you cannot insert any more elements. Otherwise, you simply call the function insert at position. And insert at position works in 3 dimensions. How? It works in 3 dimensions only when the position given is valid. Okay. Now, I assume that position given is valid and at this point, I want to insert the temporary variable or temporary node into the linked list. I have 3 modes of operation. First, I'll try to check whether the position given by the user is equal to count plus 1. If so, I'll call insert rare. If position given by the user is equal to 1, then I will call insert front. The third condition talks about if the position is in between the first and the last. Okay, so let me take up that issue. I have something like this. Initially, it is looking like this. What's the position right now? 10, 20, 30 is the existing linked list and temporary node is the new node to be inserted. It is being created only when valid position is given. Otherwise, creation of the node itself is not there. Okay. Position is 2. Now tell me how the things have to be taken care. Fadafat. Anyone? How the things have to be taken care? What link has to be detached and what link has to be attached? Yes, anyone can unmute and tell. Yes. Okay, you can very well comment also. 10, 15, then 20 and 30. So it means what? It means what? I need to have the disconnection of 10 to 20 link. Okay, it looks like this. 10 to 20 link has to be disconnected. But can I disconnect immediately? Tell me please. If I disconnect 10 to 20 first, what will happen? Address of 20 is lost. Guys, address of 20 is lost if I do this first. Okay, so what is that I need to do? I need to go ahead like this. Okay, I need to bother about this null overwriting and then connecting temp to the 20. First step that I will do is temp arrow link is equal to first arrow link or current arrow link. I'll call it as current arrow link. Okay, I will make sure that temp arrow link is equal to current arrow link or let me just take up something like this. Let me just take up like this. 1 minute. Please give me time. Pardon me for the handwriting that I have. In fact, I have very good handwriting. But in the whiteboard, if I want to write with the mouse, it always poses me a problem. Okay. When you see me in the class, I have a very good handwriting, guys. You will appreciate it. Okay. So, let me just give you an instance like this. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Will you please write down in your paper so that it becomes convenient for both of us to have the interaction done? Will you please write down? Once you have written down, tell me yes. Comment yes if you have written down. Okay. Yeah. Now, at this point, if I have given position, what is count? Can you comment quickly? What is a count at this point? Count is 5. Correct. If I have given the position as 4, okay, if I have given position as 4, at what point or in between which two nodes I have to insert the new element? In between 30 and 40 or in between 40 and 50? If I try in between 40 and 50, the new element coming in will be at 5th position. But what I want the element to be inserted at 4th position. So soon after the third element, I have to have the insertion done. Okay. Now, at this point, you just assume that 35 is the new element to be inserted. Please assume like this. 35 is the new element to be inserted, and this is pointed by temp. All of you are okay? Please write it down as I have written. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is the current linked list. Position is equal to 4 at which the new node has to be inserted. The new node to be inserted is 35, which is pointed by T. Okay, or temp. Now, if I want to do this, how can I do this? Can I move first? Can I move first anywhere? Definitely I cannot. So what I will do is, okay, let me just give you a hint. There has to be pointer, correct? Store 40 in another variable, you are right. So I have to have something like this. There has to be a pointer over here. There has to be a pointer over here. And in between, I will have the connection so easily done. How can I do that? I will do that by making sure that 30 pointed by previous, 40 pointed by current. Previous and current, we have been doing this so many times. Okay, move current and previous until I reach a position equal to 4. Look here, until. When I tell until, it has to be a loop. Okay, it has to be a loop. Until I reach a position is equal to 4, until count becomes equal to 4 or equal to position. I have to repeat this. What is that? I have to do this. Previous is equal to current, current is equal to current arrow link. And once that while loop has exited, I would have reached this point where previous is pointing to 30, current is pointing to 40. Now the task is very simple. What is that? Previous arrow link is equal to 35, that is temp. Temp arrow link is equal to current. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So either you can do temp arrow link is equal to current and previous arrow link is equal to temp. Both are one and the same. Okay. So this kind of doing, it is nothing but inserting at a position. So you have three things available. Either you can insert at the rear end when position is equal to count plus 1. If position is equal to 1, then you're calling insert front. Otherwise, you're calling insert in between by taking 2 pointers where 2 pointers are in such a way that previous will be pointing to the previous node where after which the new node gets inserted and current will be pointing to the node which will become the next node of the new node. Is this clear or you have any doubt? Let me know from your end quickly. If no doubts, please let me know so that I can proceed ahead with the program. No doubts. How about others yaar? Jaldi comment karo. No doubts. Okay, thank you. Now, with this into mind, I'll just go back to the program. Okay. Now what is that I have done? Please pay attention to the program that I have written. Okay, just have a look at it. I have read the position. Now, if position less than equal to 0 or position greater than count plus 1, it is not greater than equal to, okay? If it is greater than count plus 1, the first analogy that I have given, if you are trying to insert the new element at fourth position, if I have only two nodes, okay, you cannot insert that at that point. So I will simply print invalid position, can't insert any new element. Otherwise, I'll read the element to be inserted. Until that time, I will not read the element also. Okay. Then I will call insert at position with the parameters. First, I require to have the first node's address. Position is the position at which the element needs to be inserted. Element is the element that needs to be inserted. And count I require, this count will be altered as soon as a new element gets inserted. That's why I'm passing it as a pointer. Why count has to be passed as a pointer? Because as soon as you insert a new element, counter definitely gets incremented. Okay, so you are calling this insert at position by 4 parameters. Guys, you can have the implementation of this done in different manner. Okay, this is my way of doing. Okay, now I have first the position at which the element has to be inserted, the element which needs to be inserted as a new node, and the counter to have the cross verification whether the position is not crossing the count or not. Okay, then I'll go to this function, insert at position. Quickly I'm moving. Okay. Now, as I have explained, I have done the same thing. Okay. First, I have taken, and P is the position, E is the element, star C is the counter. Why star C here? Because I have passed there ampersand count. It's a pointer. Okay. Now, P is equal to 1. This is the first condition that I'm checking. If P is equal to 1, what is that I'm calling? I'm simply calling insert underscore front underscore SLL of first comma element. The element I'm passing it again to the insert front function. Else if the position that is given is 1 more than the current count, then call insert rer. Otherwise, if it is in between, okay. Now what I will do, I will create the node otherwise. See, in these two conditions, in the first two conditions, the creation of the node also happens in insert front or insert rer. That's why I have not done it explicitly. Okay. Now, I have created the node and I've taken current is equal to first, previous is equal to null. This is just the repetition, nothing else other than that. Now what I have done, I have taken one local counter variable C1. Why this is required? Why this is required? Can I alter C? Can I alter C here? What I have done is I have taken count from the first node till the position I require. So to navigate from one node to another node and to cross verify, have I reached the position which is required? I require this. Okay, how this is done? Let me just go back to this example. Okay, count C1 is equal to 1. Okay, so how this goes? C1 is equal to 1. C1, while C1 not is equal to P. What is P? P is 4. C1 is 1, 1 not equal to 4, true, enters the loop. What it does? Previous is equal to current, current is equal to current arrow link. So how this does? Previous is null, now where it comes? Now it comes to the 10 and current goes to 20. Okay, and at this point, C1 incremented. C1 is a local variable. It never changes in the main. It never gets changed in the main. Please note it down. C1 is a local variable. Now C1 comes to second position. Okay. Goes back. What is C1? 2. 2 not equal to 4. True. Enters the loop. Again previous goes to the second node and current comes to the third node. Okay. Then C1 becomes 2 now. Or C1 becomes 3. Okay. 3 not equal to 4. True. Previous will come to the next node. Current will move to the next node. Like this, it continues until it reaches the position. When 4 not equal to 4 comes, it quits the loop. And outside the loop, the thing that I have explained, Previous arrow link is equal to temp. Temp arrow link is equal to current. It's as simple as that. Any doubt at this point? Please let me know. Any doubt at this point? I'll just glance through the code again. If P is equal to 1, I'm trying to insert at the front. If P is equal to count plus 1, I'm trying to insert at the rear. Whether these two conditions are okay or you have still a doubt. Okay, now I'll take the third condition. I'm unable to get 1 minute. Let me just stop sharing and start sharing again because I'm unable to get the pointer. Please pardon me. Okay, let me share the screen again. Slideshow. Yes, now I'm able to get the pointer. Okay, now just assume this you discard. Okay, this you discard. Let me write it again. I have 10, I have 20, I have 30, okay, I have 40, and I have 50. You want me to take one more example? Okay, let me take a 60. Okay, 60 as the 10 to 60 are the elements that are available. Where is first pointing? First is pointing to 10. Okay, at this point I have given the position as say 5. Position is equal to 5. All okay now? Can I start explaining this? What is that I have taken now? I have taken a local variable C1. Okay, local variable C1. That C1 I have started from 1. C1 I have started from 1. That C1 is required only to have a cross check across the position. Where is position? Position is 5. Position is 5. Okay. Until the C1 reaches position 5, I have to repeat it. I have to repeat it. So it means what? The counter has to reach, the local counter variable has to reach 4, 1 less than the 5. It has to reach 1 less than 5 until it is not equal to the position that is required, because a new element that is getting inside will be taking the new position, the position that is required. So until the local variable counter reaches position -1, the loop has to repeat. How the things will take care? 3 statements that has been written. While C1 not equal to P. What is P? P is 5. C1 is equal to 1 initially. Okay. While C1 not equal to P, what is that I'm doing? Previous is equal to current, current equal to current arrow link. And C1 plus plus. I'm incrementing C1 every time. So it is assumed that C1 indicates the current node. C1 indicates current node position. Alright. Now, C1 is 1. So what will happen? 1 checked against 5. 1 not equal to 5. True it is. Enters the loop. What is that is happening? Previous is equal to current. Where current is? Current is equal to first initialized initially only. And previous is initialized to null as usual. Now what happens? Previous will come to 10. And current is equal to current arrow link. Current was here. Now it has to move from here to here. So at the completion of first iteration, previous will be at 10 and current will be at 20. Counter will become 2. Local variable counter will become 2. Okay, C1 plus plus. Counter has become 2. Now, 2 checked against 5. 2 not equal to 5. True, it is true. Enters the loop again. What is that? Previous is equal to current. So previous goes from here and it will come here. Previous is equal to current. Current is equal to current arrow link. So current has come to 30 and counter has become 3. Counter 3. 3 not equal to 5. True. enters again. Previous will come here and current will move from here to here. Previous would have gone from here. Now, counter increments again. Counter becomes 4. 4 not equal to 5, true. Enters the loop again. So, previous from here will move from here to here. And this is previous. Now, current will come here. At this point, current has moved to 50. Now, counter becomes 5. 5 not equal to 5 fails. 5 is equal to 5. So it comes out of the loop. Now where is previous and where is current? Previous is at 40, current is at 50. I have reached the point where the new node has to be inserted because next of 4 or link of 4 must point to the new element and the link of new element has to point to current fifth element. So until it becomes equal to the position or it is less than the position, I have to repeat the task of moving previous and current in such a way that previous reaches one less than the current position. Are you all okay with this or any doubt you have? Please let me know from your end. Yes, Yogesh, you had asked me to repeat. Is it okay now? Yes. What about others? Have you understood this? I'll show the program definitely. Whether this is okay. Okay. Now, discard this. Okay. I'll just go through this program. I will take up only else part. So these 3 lines have created the new node. Now I have initialized current is equal to first, previous is equal to null, and I have started C1 is equal to 1. Okay. I've started visiting one node one at a time. This is visiting entity. Which is the node that I'm visiting? That is taken care by C1. So until C1 not equal to position, I have to repeat this task. What? As soon as I go to the second node, I will increment the counter because right now I am at second node. It is the visiting node. Okay. Number of nodes visited, that is taken care by C1. Now, every time I'm incrementing previous and current, and I'm also incrementing the number of nodes visited. Then, this is nothing to do with the total count of nodes. Nothing to do with it. Total count of nodes remains intact. Okay. Now, previous arrow link is equal to temp arrow link. I hope these 2 lines are clear for you. Then return first I have done. This is not required actually. But since I have given the return type as node, I have written return first. Nothing else other than that. Otherwise, return first is not required. Okay. Then probably I would have done that increment of count that I have not done. I'm sorry. Okay. What is this doing? Star C++. This has to be done before returning. Okay. All right. Now I'll come back to the main. Case 6. Probably I'm incrementing the count here. That's why I'm not done that. Okay. So is this fine? Any doubt over here?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
In the program, ma'am, you have written previous link equal to that temp element, ma'am. But as per the traversal, ma'am, you are on the 4th element, that is 40, ma'am. And 40
Correct.
is the pointed out by the previous pointer, ma'am.
Correct.
So if you link 40 link equal to that that temp, ma'am, it will be like 40, 35, 50, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
But it wasn't required, no, ma'am. We were 30, 35, 40, then 50, no, ma'am.
No, it is not an ordered list, ma'am. I'm trying to insert the element at a position that is required. Need not be ordered. Need not be ordered. Requirement was position is equal to 5.
Oh, 5, ma'am. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was 4.
Oh, no, 5. Is this okay? Let me know. Understood. Then can I go to delete from a position quickly? On the same background, I'll go to delete from a position. Okay. Um, Now, similar to that, I have read the position from where the element has to be deleted, and I will check the same thing, whether position is less than equal to 0 or position greater than count plus 1, you cannot delete. Otherwise, I'll call delete at position. Okay, let me just go to delete at position. Guys, you have to practice it, then it becomes so interesting for you. Um, I'm repeating again, I'm just missing the physical classes, offline classes. Like we would have enjoyed this chapter like anything if you were there in front of me live. Okay. But anyways, give respect to the pandemic. We cannot overrule that. Okay. Even all of you are interested in writing online exams. So happy with the online exams that are going on. I know it. Why? But guys, when you come to the industry perspective, when you come to the overall working of data structures, that definitely has an impact. Definitely, I'll tell you, you will suffer a lot when you come for fifth semester, and few of the things that are not addressed as at par with the offline classes. Okay, definitely you will be facing the problems when you try facing the interviews at when you compare yourself with the people who have learned it live, data structures. Okay, you can ask your seniors if you have any contact with them, any of them. If you know, I've been teaching this subject. I think this is a third time I'm teaching this subject. The previous two times when I taught the same subject for the previous two batches, the current final year and the current fifth sem students, for both of the batches I have enjoyed the sessions like anything. Probably I might have taken around 80-90 classes. I even don't remember how many classes I have taken. So much of enjoyment for this subject. Okay, probably that kind of interest, that kind of enjoyment is missing in current semester. It may be the reason that I cannot see you people, I cannot view what you are doing. Okay, there is no such one-to-one interaction. um, at least I am not happy with the kind of the things that are going on. But anyways, when you come to the college, first of all, guys, I don't know who are you. If suppose you come in front of me and stand, I don't know that you belong to third semester. That is the plight that we are facing. Okay, definitely you will know me because I will show my face every day to you. Okay, till date, from the first batch that I have taught till date, I remember the faces like anything and I remember the names like anything. Okay, I'm the first point of contact for any alumni who comes to college. Probably that kind of attachment has not been created in the current semester. Hope that you will create such kind of attachment in the coming days when you come physically here. Okay, at least I'm missing offline classes. Probably you are loving these things, I don't know, but I am badly in need of offline classes because I want to interact with you people live, face to face. That's missing. Okay, anyways, we cannot pardon this COVID. So let's get going. Now, when I want to delete an element from a given position, you can have three things again here. If a valid position is given, of course. Now, if a valid position is given, position can be the first position or the last position. It cannot be last plus one. Please note the difference between the insertion and the deletion. When you are trying to delete, you are supposed to have the position either at the last node itself or the first node itself or in between. You cannot go beyond the last node. Unlike the insert. Insert, I was checking here, P is equal to star C plus 1 because you are trying to insert into the position next to the last node. But here I want to try to delete the element available as the last node. Okay, So the first condition holds good like this. P is equal to 1 or P is equal to star C. So if P is 1, I'm trying to call delete front. If it is equal to the count, I will call delete rare. Otherwise, same things hold good. Okay, same thing hold good. Let me just share the screen again. And okay, you just imagine like this. Let me just share the screen slideshow. Okay, let's suppose I have 10, 20. Let me take up the same example. It becomes convenient for you to understand if I take up the same example. Okay, 30, 40 and 50. So how many values are there? What is the count? Quickly, what is the count? 5. Yes, it is 5. Now I want to delete an element from position 3. I want to delete the element from position 3. Which is the element to be deleted? At position 3, if I tell, what is the element to be deleted? 30 it is. Definitely it is 30. Okay. Now, what is that I'm doing? I'm just trying to have like this. First is available here and I have taken C1 as usual. Okay, I just want to have a count of number of nodes visited. Okay, C1 is equal to 1 now. C1 is 1. And I have current here, previous is pointing to null. Now what happens? Position is 3. Let's just get going. While C1 not equal to P. What is C1? 1 not equal to 3. True it is. Enters the loop. So what happens? Previous comes here and current goes here. Current is equal to current arrow link. And C1 plus plus. C1 is 2 now. Okay. I am at node 2. That is the indication of that. Now goes back. 2 not equal to 3. True. Enters the loop again. Previous comes here and current goes to here. C1 becomes 3. Okay. While C1, that is 3 not equal to position is 3. 3 not equal to 3. Fails. 3 is equal to 3. Okay. Fails, comes out of the loop. Now at this point, previous is at 20. Current is at 30. How do you delete the nodes? फटाफट से बोलो. What is a way of deleting the node? Free. Call free. Okay. So how can I do that? First thing that you need to do is link this 20 to 40. Then you are very free to delete this. How can I do that? How 40 is reachable? Jaldi, I have only 5 minutes of time. How 40 is reachable? It is reachable through current. I'll repeat again. 40 is reachable through current. Do I need to do current is equal to current arrow link? If I do current is equal to current arrow link, current would come here. What about the deletion of this node? I cannot delete it. I can delete it by calling free of current. So how can I do that? Just pay attention, guys. This one line of code is so important. Please pay attention. Previous arrow link. This is okay for you? Previous arrow link. It means the link of this. Okay. Previous arrow link is equal to current arrow link. What is current arrow link? 40. Where is current? At 30. It is at 30. Current arrow link is 40. So I'll write like this. Previous arrow link is equal to current arrow link. Current arrow link is address of 40. And that I am assigning where? Previous arrow link. So this gets detached and it gets attached to current's link. Who is current's link? 40. Then you are free to delete this. You are free to delete this. This is how the deletion happens. Have you understood this or not? Understood it? Okay. Now I will show you that part of code. Previous arrow link is equal to current arrow link and free current. Okay, after doing all these things, any one of the three, I have returned first. This I have made it common or quite natural for returning the first. Any doubt at this point, which I have discussed? Please take down quickly the questions for tomorrow. Okay, it's an assignment. You have to try on your own, only then you'll get interest in it. Take down quickly. Write a C program or write a C function to do the following. First one. Count the number of even elements in the existing linked list. I'll repeat. Count the number of even elements in the existing linked list. It means you have to create the linked list and check how many elements are even elements. Okay? Done or not? Please type done if you have done it. Quickly, I have 2 minutes of time. Yes. Second one. Insert a new element. Insert a new element after a given key element. After a given key element. The meaning of this is, if I have given 20 as a key element and 25 is the new element to be inserted, you have to first search for 20. If it is there, only then you have to insert 25 after 20. Insert a new element after a given key element. It means you have to search and insert. If not available, you have to print the error message. Key element is not available, so cannot insert the new element. Is it clear or not? Insert a new element after a given key element. Okay. Third one. To find the sum and average of all the odd positioned elements. Sum and average of all the odd positioned elements in the given linked list. Odd positioned elements. Elements sum and average. Okay. Understood the questions or any doubt in the questions?
Ma'am, in second question, ma'am.
हाँ बोलो.
Can you please explain second question?
Okay, if 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are the elements, okay, and I want to insert 35 and the key position given